Hopefully I sound okay.
Hopefully I sound okay.
I think this needs to be closer.
Hey guys, what's going on? Third Street Reactions here. I'm Shane and I'm back with Loki, Season 2, Episode 2. Alright guys, because of the schedule, Muscular Matt couldn't be here unfortunately. First of all, I gotta recount last episode. It ended with Sylvie showing up in Oklahoma in 1982, ordering everything at McDonald's. I don't gotta be in Oklahoma to do that. I do that in Ohio, I do that in West Virginia, I've done it in New York, I've done it in Orlando, I've done it in Gothenburg, Sweden. So throughout most of the last episode, Loki was time slipping. He's just warping back and forth. I presume through different points in time that kind of makes the most sense. But with what we saw on screen was just he was warping from the past to the present. And he was gathering information and sharing information to Obi Ouroboros, guy who played Short Round in Indiana Jones. I know he's made a comeback, but I haven't seen that other movie, Everything All at Once or whatever. He plays Obi, and I thought he was perfect for the role. They need to build that machine that Mobius needs to go outside in space to the catwalk. He had to do it in a certain amount of time or all his skin would come off. Everything had to go right. But Loki had to go prune himself, essentially. And he meets Sylvie somewhere in the past. I think it's when the elevator opens. So my question is, is that why the phone was ringing? Is it like the Matrix? Does he pick that up and is that basically the locator for Obi and Mobius's device to locate him? I'm not sure, but it seemed like they fixed the time slipping thing, and now we're just kind of wondering what's going to happen next. At least I am. Sylvie is in Oklahoma in 82, so yeah, are we going to rescue her? Are we going to have a Sylvie episode? I don't know. But before I jump in, if you want to support this channel, first of all, thank you. Leave a comment down below. Let us know what you think. Also, support us on Patreon. We have full-length uncut reactions and early access. Not for this show, but in general.
Let's jump in.
Thoughts? Sylvie's not here. Okay. It's not a war zone. It's not an apocalypse. It's not her style.
Okay, well, maybe she's changing tack. Plus, we got a hit on a TemPad that belonged to Hunter X5 before it went dark.
I just saw one of those blue boxes that are like in Doctor Who. Brad Wolf, huh?
Will there be a Zaniac 2? A sequel for the fans?
Mobius! Whoa! Nice to see you haven't forgotten about the little people. I need to catch you guys up on what's going on here. Sure. But we could all use a drink, right? What are you drinking?
Surprise me. It's okay to have a drink while we're down here, because we're still working.
Is he running now?
He is running.
So he's an ex-Time Lord.
Can I get your autograph?
Shit. He needs that thing.
Brad, hold it! Stop!
Don't run down there, you fool.
Come on, Mobius! You're gonna ruin my life here!
Your life here?
Look at him. He looks like a badass right there. I don't think he can play James Bond, but this is epic. That guy doesn't look like he's moving that fast, and Loki looks like he's booking it. How many dark alleys and places are there like this that you can run down?
Did you really think you could outrun me?
Yeah.
Where's the rude boy off to? Where's the fancy lad going off to then?
Back up! Hey! Back up!
So unsophisticated, X5.
Real cute. You quit with the magic and fight fair!
Dude, you were running using...
It's not a fair fight.
That is badass.
I didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, but why'd you run? A little over the top, don't you think? All the shadow play.
I thought it was spot on.
Dude, I'm loving it so far.
What is this?
That's a TemPad.
What did you do to it?
I put some colorful buttons on it for you.
You will tell us if you found Sylvie when you've had time in holding.
We will talk once he's had time to marinate.
What about this?
Have Obi check it out.
Obi?
Love Obi. Love him. He's putting together a Lego set.
Oh, hey guys.
How are things going?
Well, the loom is in rough shape. But I'm trying to figure out a retrofit device to handle all those new branches.
Obi, could I get you to take a look at this TemPad?
Yeah, I can definitely get into it. Do you think this is a higher priority than preventing a temporal meltdown?
Oh, no. I focused on the temporal meltdown.
I agree.
everything you need to know about this, I wrote about it in here.
Any hits on Renslayer's tempad?
No hits. With Miss Minutes down, the analysts are running traces manually, but I did find something else. Renslayer erased the data from her tempad, but I was able to piece together who sent the last message.
Where's this thing? I'm sorry. I can't focus. It's
Loki,
gibberish.
here's what'll help you focus. If we don't work this out, this entire place is going to be destroyed. Temporal meltdown or not.
Okay, I'll tell them.
Casey, tell them what you just told me.
Miss Minutes is helping Renslayer.
What? That explains the radio silence.
When I was in the past, I heard something, an old conversation between Renslayer and He Who Remains. It sounded like they were partners.
She really is full of surprises.
Shit.
How are things going here?
Not that great.
It's all right. We're going to get there.
When were you going to tell us?
What is that?
It's just a rigged tempad.
Yeah. Haven't you read the TVA guidebook?
I haven't memorized it, but...
Oh, well, this definitely doesn't block any trackers, that's for sure.
That's where we'll start with X5.
Let's take a run at Brad Wolf.
Let's take a big run at him.
Thank you.
Dude, I love their look, man.
Okay, keep it simple. Where's Docs? Where's Sylvie? And what did he do to that tempad? That's all we need to find out, okay? Most of all, Brad's an asshole, so don't let him get under your skin.
Oh, welcome back. Why don't you go ahead and take this time collar off and start treating me like somebody who outranks you?
I don't work here.
Oh, that's a good point. You should stop talking.
Brad, let's cut to the chase, shall we? What did you do to this tempad?
It blocks your trackers.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, no shit.
What is it designed for, X5?
And under whose authority are you even holding me here? Because looking around this room, I do not see anyone ranking high enough to make that call.
I don't need approval to detain a hunter that abandoned his post.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
There are lives at stake.
There are lives at stake? Oh, you have got some nerve. You're just trying to make up for all the terrible, awful shit you've done in your life, you pathetic little man.
Okay, that's enough. It's riveting. Keep going. I want to hear more.
Good. It's you. You're the problem. Every time we've ever found a you. Problem is, you think you're special, but you're not. At the end of the day, you just make everything worse.
I know that feeling.
You're a loser.
Loki.
Stop trying to be a hero, man. You're a villain. You're good at it. Do that.
Dude, act like you don't care, man.
Thank you, Brad.
Be cool though, dude.
You know, you're right. I have done some terrible, awful things. Yeah, maybe that is who I am. It's the real me. A loser. Always have been. Always will be. And perhaps I've been holding something back.
Loki.
I think they let this conversation go on so long.
Perhaps I've just been waiting for a moment like this so I can do awful things to you.
He needs therapy. I can recommend someone.
Okay, come on.
Want to work that out.
I got a little tense. Hey, you want to hear a good one? Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Brad.
Brad who?
That's showbiz. And I don't want that to happen to you. So play along with us, answer our questions, and we get you back down there so they don't forget about you.
You would do that?
I will.
You seeing this? Mobius, you could be an actor.
I'm not an actor, I'm an analyst, but thank you.
You're not an analyst. The TVA is not your real home. Mobius isn't even your real name.
It's what I answer to.
Do you have any idea what kind of life you might have left behind? Who might be waiting for you back there? I mean, do you care? I mean, you know they took our lives and you're still here. You need to wake up, Mobius. And until you do, you're nothing here. And until you wake up, you're just a nowhere man. You're a...
He slapped him. Dude, these are some great scenes. Now, here's the thing, though. When it comes to interrogation, spiraling out of control because you're letting him control you. And they would be better than that, if you ask me.
Seems like he got under your skin.
Nope, he didn't get under my skin. He got under your skin.
Mobius, are you all right?
Look, I told you I can play the heavy keys and I can... Where are we?
I was following you.
No, I was following you.
Mobius, you were clearly ahead of me. How about a slice of pie?
Is that key lime pie? It looks a little... The green is kind of weird. I've been wanting to try key lime pie forever. I've never tried it.
Really good. That wasn't tactical. I lost it.
It's okay. It happens. You know, sometimes the rage builds up and you just gotta let it out. You remember that time? I was so angry with my father and my brother. I went down to Earth and I held the whole of New York City hostage with an alien army. Tried to use the Mind Stone on Tony Stark. It didn't work. So I threw him off the building. Wasn't tactical.
Yeah.
I lost it. Let me ask you something. You never wanted to visit your place on the timeline?
Look, that's the last thing I should be thinking about.
I mean, don't you want to see the life you're supposed to live before they kidnapped you and brought you into the TVA?
Not really.
Why?
Because it's not my life.
But it could have been.
I'd like to thank the guy who kidnapped me and brought me here. Got me this pie. The TVA is the only life I've ever known. I like it.
I get it. You know, you might think twice in case it's something bad. And...
Or something good. Something bad I can handle. What if it's something good? Do you think I want to have that rattling around in here?
At least he's honest about that. And that's a good way to look at it. I mean, I get that. Like, if it's something incredible.
Does it really make sense that he could spend all that time down there and not find Sylvie?
Sylvie spent her whole life hiding. He didn't find her.
Yes, but maybe he got a little help from that tempad. Think about it. He found her, but maybe didn't turn her in because he wants to continue to live his best life on the timeline.
He wants more time to be Brad Wolf.
Now we just have to find a way to get him to admit it.
Just gotta make him talk.
Well, come on, you're the god of mischief, right?
Hey, Obi. I hope Obi is not gonna be some bad guy like Miss Minutes was. I want him to be a sweet, sweet Asian man. Sweet, helpful, kind, emphatic, empathetic. This is part of the plan. It's like Joker in The Dark Knight.
Hello, Loki. Ready for round 2. Oh, I get it. So you come in here without B-15 and I'm supposed to believe you're gonna torture me, Mobius?
Well, let's simplify everything. You have information that we
Close the door.
You don't want to give it to us. So how do we find common ground? And I'll be honest with you, we're down to our last option. Because you're a tough nut to crack, you've left us no choice but to kind of ramp...
Mobius. Controller.
Okay, we can't start the festivities without that little baby. Stand by.
There is actually one other option.
No! No! Hey!
You sniffed us out, Brad. And I knew you would, because you're a clever chap. So guess what? I wrote a little script of my own.
That thing does not work without the controller, though, so...
This one? We're gonna have a little Q&A. Did you find Sylvie? And if you did, where is she? Simple question, really, but doesn't mean we can't enjoy ourselves as we go along. So, locked in.
You almost got me. You have no idea how to work that thing, though.
I'm not trying to be a hero, Brad. I'm a villain. Remember?
How could they not open that from the outside?
Hey! Look, you're not a villain! You're not... Look at that!
Loki, turn it off!
Let me try this.
Okay.
That's only made it smaller.
Now look, I don't know where Docs and the others are.
Brad, I don't know if you know this, but I've done some awful things.
Yeah, you have. You're doing one right now. Have some perspective on yourself.
Dude.
I want to believe you, but you're such a good actor.
Look, I really don't know. None of this is real.
Well, if none of this is real, I guess you aren't either.
Dude, that'd be a bad way to die.
Tell me where Sylvie is.
She has a new life.
There you go.
Got there in the end. Why do you make this so hard on yourself, Brad?
Why withhold that detail? Like, does he think it's the leverage?
He knows where Sylvie is.
See? A little bit of mischief.
Only as good as your plan.
Thank you. Let's go, Zaniac.
Now you're telling me that was
A hell of a performance.
All right, if I tell you where she is, are you gonna let me go?
You're gonna show us.
Hey, OB, this is Casey. I thought I could help.
We're all gonna die. Oh, hey, nice to meet you. We're all gonna die.
What do you mean?
The blast doors won't open.
Did you try the C12 bypass pathway?
That won't work.
Are you sure?
Of course. I wrote it.
You wrote the TVA guidebook.
You've read it?
Read it. I practically memorized it. Will you sign mine for me?
Of course I will. Happy to do it.
Hold on.
The containment doors are locked, and only the person who designed it can open it with a live scan of his temporal aura.
He who remains.
And he's dead. So without Miss Minutes to help us override the lock, we're stuck.
So we have to convince a rogue artificial intelligence to come back to work?
That's what's going to happen now.
The more those branches grow, the closer this thing
Even the AI is going to unionize. 40 billion served, huh? I wonder what it is now.
Just head on in, and remember that I'm the one who brought you here, and a deal's a deal, all right? So you go ahead, I'm gonna head on back.
Look at that Ford.
Wait, why are you so jumpy?
If she's here, I have to find out what she knows. I'll do the talking, be ready.
I feel like X5 would play it a little more
Refill
cool.
the straw dispenser when you get a sec.
Already done it. Bill, orders up.
What do you say we leave them to it, right? We head on back to the TVA?
No. I'm not going anywhere until I get some apple pie.
Good old apple pies.
Hi.
How long has it been for her?
Hi. Listen, I haven't got all day. Are you gonna order something? Or what?
Can we talk?
My break's in 5 minutes.
Look at those cash registers. You think she's going to bail?
It's a short break, so talk fast.
God, looks cool.
I know I'm the last person you want to see.
Correct.
Why? I haven't come here to make trouble.
Then why are you here?
I've been pulled through time. I was in the future, and I saw you. The TVA is in danger, and you were there. I need to know why.
Look, as much as I'd love to see the TVA burnt to the ground, I have no intention of going back there.
It's the future. It's going to happen.
Is it? Really? Because that sounds a lot like the future's already been written. And we both know that it hasn't, not anymore. I made sure of that.
You like it here? You like this place? You've made a home? If what He Who Remains said is true, the TVA is the only defense.
Yep.
I thought you were setting us up for an ambush. Hell, you were just setting us up for a great meal. Thank you.
What is happening right now? But I brought you Sylvie. I did that.
Yeah.
I held up my end of the bargain. Now you hold up your end of the bargain and you get me back
I will.
to the sacred timeline,
Okay,
like you
but,
said.
wait, can we just talk for a second? Just enjoy this. Tell me about Zaniac.
What about it?
I want to know about
Oh,
it.
come on.
Come, please.
You don't care about my movie.
Brad, I saw the poster. It looked scary.
It's not scary, it's elevated thriller. It's
is.
cinema, thank you very much.
Yeah.
You can't see it either, right? You gotta get your own tickets. I'm not hooking you up.
I will.
Not after this.
I will.
Dude, I love this.
Why don't we just get this to go? How about that? It packs right up. Let's just get it to go and we get up and we get out of here. How about that?
You're like a broken record. It's like, although now it's just get me out of here, which is... Is this a setup? What's going on?
Nothing.
Something's gonna happen.
Sorry to interrupt. I think Brad's got something that he might want to get off his chest.
We need to talk about this back at the TVA.
No, we can talk here, now.
Now.
Fine. If we stay here, we're all gonna die.
Oh, that's what...
All this for Sylvie?
I don't buy it.
They're gonna bomb every branch.
Yeah, including this one.
Where do we go?
I'll show you.
B-15 incoming.
Oh.
What are they doing with all the time doors?
Looks like they're connected to the TemPads.
Maybe that's why Brad's was modified.
Mobius, they're killing millions. Take dots down now.
That's how they're bombing all the timelines at once. They're all connected to that central control panel.
That's our target.
I'll distract them.
Our mission is
Matilda!
Don't overthink it.
Oh, cool.
Mobius, you should come back.
Loki, we need to go.
What about her? That was a cool shot. Good, she came.
That's what she said.
Oh, okay.
Guys, I got a hit on Renslayer's temp pad.
Damn.
Sylvie,
Is this the best you lot can do?
there was nothing we could do.
Some defense.
Dude, she's...
The TVA is the problem. It's broken. It's rotten. I'm going home. If it's still there.
Please don't. It's harder.
Damn it. Why is she so pissed at him?
Hey, Sylvie. You okay? Just wanted to check.
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks.
Do you think you'll be in tomorrow, though?
Yeah.
Cool.
Jack? Is your mum on her way to pick you up?
Yeah. She'll be here. I'm good.
Good night.
He's got a little crush on her. If he's a manager, why is he asking, do you think you'll be here tomorrow? What was that? Okay, guys, that was my reaction. This is my discussion, or, yeah, I should say, my review of the episode, and these are my thoughts. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to know who X5 is, but he's obviously a hunter of variants. Brad Wolf is alias, he presumed, living in 1977 as like a movie star. He reminds me of Cyrus on The Matrix. He wanted to forget the reality of life and have involuntarily pull wool over his eyes and just live his best life selfishly while there was a bigger, greater truth out there. That's what Brad was doing. And seemingly that's what Sylvie, I think she felt like she avenged the pain of her life, that she's doing the right thing, killing He Who Remains. And now she's working at McDonald's in Oklahoma in the 80s, living her best life.
I can't imagine that being the best life.
First thing I want to talk about, because I know a lot of people want to talk about the character and the stories, but this is such a great show for those reasons, but it's the production that sells it. My 4-year-olds up there, my crazy Filipino mom guys, I'm sorry. The production and the set design when they were in the 80s and at McDonald's was so cool. And I don't know, but I guarantee they did their homework on like what type of apple pie boxes like were to be used, and the cash registers and the look and the feel, and it was so cool. And weren't cars, wasn't everything cooler back in the day? I grew up, I'm a child of the 90s. I feel like we had the least cool cars, absolutely, for sure. And I didn't know that then. I do think we had the best music, but I'm very biased with that. But with the cars, I guarantee we didn't have the coolest. Like 60s, 70s, and maybe a little bit of the 80s, dude. They had some cool vehicles, and that was just so cool for me. So there's a lot of things going on. Obi was trying to fix the loom, the device that they need for the different timelines. But because they don't have He Who Remains or Miss Minutes, they can't do that. And they mentioned that she's like a rogue AI, and they got to convince her to come back. And that's going to happen here, in our world, in the future. Hopefully not. We'll see. Basically, they're all going to be destroyed. I don't exactly understand how, but they're basically going to get destroyed unless they can figure out a way to convince Miss Minutes to come back, because I think He Who Remains is dead. I don't know if there are other variants. I'm not sure how that works yet. I love the conversations in this show. I love the bromance with Loki and Mobius. That episode, season 1, the conversation they were having, I think it was in that library where Loki was studying, like, they were trying to figure out, I think, where Sylvie was hiding, and then he figured out it was in Apocalypses. I love that conversation. In this, it was a conversation he had about what kind of life did Mobius have before it was stolen from him. To me, I think that might be the emotional heartbeat of the show. In the first season, it was definitely the relationship between Loki and Sylvie. I mean, it still kind of is. And why is she mad at him? Why did he say, I know you're the last person I want to see? Dude, they had a good thing going. They loved each other, seemingly. They went to the end of time. They kissed. That was their last encounter before she opened a portal and pushed him through it. I don't understand the extreme animosity, besides the fact that, hey, listen, we had our moment, we did a thing, now I'm on my own, I don't want to see you, because I don't want to think about that stuff. That's sad. So, yeah, I think I need a better explanation to figure out why she doesn't want to see him. Yeah, I didn't really understand the animosity. At least she had the respect to hear him out. But the idea Mobius honestly saying, hey, listen, I don't want to know who I was because what if my life was amazing? That was like a really honest answer. I feel like the curiosity would just eat me alive. I would have to know. That's going to be the emotional heartbeat of the show, and I don't know if it's going to be this season, but I think before this show wraps up, I think that's going to be something we explore. It's crazy that this show, I mean, it doesn't do it as well as Endgame. Endgame, we're having 50% of the life in the universe wiped out, and they really make you feel that. In this, we're having complete timelines, everyone in those timelines wiped out. So it's basically what happened in Endgame multiplied by a factor of however many timelines there are. Yeah, that is like the biggest genocide that I can even think of. Yeah, obviously they were sad about it. So Doc's plan to do that is to bring some type of balance. I'm trying to figure that out, but that was her plan to do that, just to bomb these fucking timelines. As a renegade, they did arrest her though, so I don't know why she acted on her own like that. I don't know. I also love all the scenes with Brad. This show takes its time with the dialogue, and it's sharply written, and it's excellently performed, and it's beautiful to look at in that retro TVA setting. Yeah, guys, I really like this show. I don't understand the vitriol it kind of got from certain media outlets. I love the first season. It's my favorite Marvel show, and this, to me, is right on par. So hopefully they're able to stick the landing. I'm really intrigued with Obi and what he's doing at the TVA, and I'm obviously really intrigued with Loki and everything that's going on there with him and Sylvie and Mobius and Mobius's potential life that he missed out on. Anyways, guys, that's the end of my notes. Hope you enjoyed the reaction and my breakdown. See you next week. And if you want to support us, check us out on Patreon.